make these like sort of Easter egg cryptic hinting that I have started to do with my fans. I can do that is because they actually care about lyrics. We can kind of play and have fun with the way we release music.
It's a lot more upbeat and it's a lot more like fun pop, like excitement. And I think that's a completely like 180 from a lot of the songs on Torture Poets for sure. I've been fortunate enough to hear every single song on here, so I know they're all 12 bangers.
Jason and Travis Kelce are officially part of the Swiftie fandom, if they weren't already. Just minutes after Taylor dropped her much-hyped 12th studio album The Life of a Showgirl on Friday, the brothers celebrated in true New Heights fashion, with a meme, of course. On the official New Heights podcast Instagram, the duo shared a hilarious Mean Girls-inspired post with the caption, "Happy Release Day to all who celebrate." The meme? Pure gold. It shows a photoshopped classroom scene with Travis perched on a desk behind Jason. Frame 1? On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. Frame 2? Jason looks back and Travis answers, "It's the Life of a Showgirl release day." Peak internet behavior. Understandably, fans are losing it in the best way possible. Swifties flooded the comments with excitement and some serious album love. One fan shouted out a deep cut already, "Love the New Heights shoutout in Wood." Another couldn't pick a fave. Who doesn't celebrate? 4 songs in and I can't choose a favorite yet. One especially emotional comment hit the heartstrings. As a Swiftie, it's amazing to watch someone love her out loud and in a beautiful way. And someone summed it up best, tagging Travis. "Killa Trav, thanks for saving our queen's heart from the fate of Ophelia. Kept it." Swiftie poetry right there. But hey, the big news is Taylor's 12th studio album is finally here, and fans are already calling it iconic. The Life of a Showgirl features 12 brand new tracks, including a highly anticipated collab with Sabrina Carpenter on the title track. One thing's for sure, whether you're a Swiftie, a Chiefs fan, or just here for the memes, October 3rd just became a national holiday. But don't get it twisted. Taylor Swift isn't just serving vocals this era, she's serving BDE. And on her funky new track Wood, it stands for Big Dance Energy, obviously. Forget walking under ladders or black cats crossing your path. On Wood, Swift flips age-old superstitions into a sultry, tongue-in-cheek celebration of the boom boom deed, confidence and control. This one? Definitely not for the shy crowd, or your grandparents, unless they're into that. We're not here to judge. "Seems to me that you and me, we make our own luck," she purrs on the track, before dropping the jaw-dropping closer, "His love was the key that opened my thighs." Excuse us while we go blush in 5 different languages. And yes, it's about that man, NFL tight end and fiancé Travis Kelce, because of course it is. The song cheekily references his podcast New Heights and even teases a hard rock, which fans are assuming is her engagement ring. Sly Tay, very sly. Stephanie Burt, a Harvard professor who literally teaches Taylor Swift in an English class, says the pop icon knows exactly what she's doing. Taylor grew up hearing male country and rock stars get raunchy, Burt explains. Now she's reclaiming that space, openly and joyfully, especially as a woman in her mid-30s who's about to get married. It's cool, it's powerful. Burt's got a whole book coming out on October 7th, digging into Swift's lyrics across eras and linking them to literary legends. According to her, Wood is more than just sexy, it's intentional. This isn't new for women in rap or R&B, Burt adds, but it's rarer in mainstream pop, especially from someone who used to hide her belly button. And speaking of belly buttons, Swift's Showgirl era has her showing more skin than ever before, leotards, corsets, deep cuts and all. The once modest singer who kept her midriff under wraps is now shimmering in bathtubs and dripping in rhinestones. Growth? Absolutely. The visual reveal came back in August on Kelce's New Heights podcast, when Swift surprised fans with the Life of a Showgirl announcement and a glitter-soaked cover image of her submerged in bathwater, corset and all. "My day ends in a bathtub, not usually in a bedazzled dress," she joked to Jason Kelce. "I wanted to glamorize the behind-the-scenes chaos of the Eras Tour. Blisters, sore joints, jet lag? No problem." She jetted to Sweden between tour stops to record the album with OG collaborators Max Martin and Shellback, the hitmakers behind 1989, Reputation, and Red.
My day ends with me in a bathtub, not usually in a bedazzled dress.
Sure.
One of the things about this record is like, it's a record I made with my mentor, Max Martin, and Shellback. And the 3 of us have made some of my favorite songs that I've ever done before.
And Travis is undoubtedly all in. On the podcast, he couldn't stop raving about the track Cancelled, calling it a banger, and swearing the entire album is packed with them. "This album is going to make you dance," he told Jason. "It's banger after banger."
Canceled, but it's in all caps with an exclamation point at the end.
That's a banger. It's a lot more upbeat, and it's a lot more like fun pop, like excitement. And I think that's a completely like 180 from a lot of the songs on Tortured Poets for sure. I've been fortunate enough to hear every single song on here, so I know they're all 12 bangers.
The full track list, a total feast. Wood is the shortest of the bunch, just 2 minutes 30 seconds, but it hits hard, and it's pushing boundaries both musically and culturally. Women have been told forever not to talk about sex, Bert says. Taylor is saying why not? Why not celebrate it, own it, dance to it? Beyond the sparkles and suggestive lyrics, though, Showgirl also marks a major turning point in Swift's career. It's her first album since officially acquiring all of her masters. "All of the music I've ever made now belongs to me," she announced in May, after fully reclaiming her catalog from Shamrock Capital. The Life of a Showgirl is her first fully self-owned chapter, glitzy, grown, and gloriously unfiltered. And if Heartbreak built the Tortured Poets department, then this era is pure spotlight, sequins, and complete liberation. So it wouldn't be wrong to say Taylor Swift is in her Showgirl era, and to put it quite plainly, she's not holding back. The 35-year-old pop queen recently blessed Instagram with a photo dump to celebrate the release of her glitzy, glamorous 12th studio album, and fans have been collectively screaming ever since. But one photo in particular? Yeah, that one. It's already legend. In the now iconic shot, Taylor lounges on a table. Yes, a table, in a sheer dress covered in oversized green circles, black heels, and silver leg jewelry. Her signature blonde hair is styled in soft waves with full bangs, and her pose? Totally chaotic good. One leg stretched high onto a doorframe, arms curled, spaghetti plate and cocktail casually in the background. It's giving fashion editorial meets "I just got home from the club and remembered I have leftovers." Naturally, Swifties were feral. Travis is so lucky. FR. "Hello, Taylor Allison Swift Kelce." And one meme of Travis Kelce giving her the side eye pretty much summed up the mood online. The photo set wasn't just hot, it was art. The caption included a short poem, classic Swift, and a heartfelt note about how proud she is of Showgirl. The other pics? Just as show-stopping. In one shot, she wears a red satin corset with opera-length gloves and sheer stockings. Another gives us full sparkle in a bronzy orange glitter dress with matching gloves. There's a silver bikini made entirely of jewelry, plus a goddess-level headpiece. She poses in a red sequin dress alongside a lineup of equally glammed-up women. There's a sheer robe moment with chunky wool trim while lounging on a bed, queen of contrast. A glossy black top, boots, and gloves ensemble brings the drama. And finally, she closes with a silver shimmer dress, celestial crown, and a chunky statement necklace that belongs in a museum. Basically, if The Life of a Showgirl is the album, this photo series is the mood board. Part Vegas Showgirl, part 70s glam, all Taylor. And if anyone thought Taylor Swift might slow down post-Tortured Poets, this album and visual rollout just whispered, "Not a chance, darling." But hey, before The Life of a Showgirl dropped and sent the internet into a glitter-filled meltdown, Taylor was already turning heads during a final night out with fiancé Travis. The couple was spotted on a Thursday evening at Kelce's 1587 Prime Steakhouse, a sleek spot he co-owns with his Chiefs teammate Patrick Mahomes. And let's just say, Taylor didn't come to play. She leaned hard into punk rock glam, rocking a black corset top and a pleated Vivienne Westwood plaid miniskirt that had fans screaming in full caps. Her look was topped off with buckled lug sole leather boots, also by Westwood, giving serious 2000s rebel energy. With her blonde hair pulled back into a ponytail and her signature red lip and winged eyeliner perfectly intact, she looked like she just stepped out of a high-fashion version of a punk zine. The whole vibe? Rockstar girlfriend meets fashion royalty. The moment was captured in a cozy photo shared by Jeremiah Sims, showing Swift wrapping her arms around her lover and looking every bit the part of a woman about to step into a bold new chapter, both musically and personally. At the time, The Life of a Showgirl was just a day away from release, and buzz was already building not just around the music, but her future with Kelce. Rumors had been swirling about an upcoming wedding, and sources close to the couple weren't exactly denying it. One insider shared that while the ceremony was still in the very early planning stages, things were moving along. No venue had been picked yet, but Taylor was apparently having the time of her life diving into Pinterest boards and mood boards, loving every second of the creative ideation phase. Of course, when you're Taylor Swift, the designer dress offers come flying in. According to the same source, nearly every major fashion house had reached out, wanting to create her wedding gown. And while she was reportedly overwhelmed and flattered, no final decisions had been made. As for the wedding vibe, think the opposite of a flashy Hollywood circus. The couple was reportedly dreaming of something intimate and meaningful, surrounded by close friends and family, not a red carpet parade. For a duo constantly in the spotlight, it sounds like they're keeping their most important moment refreshingly low-key. But you know what's not low-key? Taylor's new album. It is a glittery, sultry, love-drunk whirlwind of an album that dances through every era she's ever touched. But make no mistake, it's also a full-blown love letter to Travis Kelce. Across tracks like Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite, Honey, Wood, and Eldest Daughter, she sings about her whirlwind romance with the NFL star, dropping sly nods to engagement rings and wedding bells, even though she wrote most of it before Kelce actually proposed. Manifestation? Maybe, but it's on wish list where she really lays her heart bare, swapping the stadium lights for porch lights and picturing a future that's refreshingly un-Hollywood.
Wish list. Yeah. It's a song that was actually the last song that we made for the album, and it was the song where, like, after we finished it, I was like, and then in the chorus it talks about what mine would be. And it's a really dreamy song. It's a really romantic song.
In the song, she reflects on the industry she's been immersed in her whole adult life, singing, "They want the bright lights and Balenciaga shades, and a fat ass with a baby face." Then she cuts through the noise with the kind of line that could knock the air out of the room, "I just want you." No filters, no metaphors, just facts. She paints a cozy domestic dream. Have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you. We tell the world to leave us the fuck alone and they do. Got me dreaming about a driveway with a basketball hoop. It's the most romantic kind of rebellion, ditching red carpets for cul-de-sacs. The lyrics hit harder knowing the two spent a good chunk of time out of the spotlight during Kelce's off-season and Swift's Eras Tour break, splitting their time between Missouri and Pennsylvania, close to family, far from paparazzi. She even opened up about it during her appearance on Travis's New Heights podcast, saying that quiet time together helped them really get to know each other. Later in the track she sings, "I made wishes on all of the stars. God, please bring me a best friend who I think is hot." It's classic Swift, earnest, cheeky, deeply felt. Then comes the gut punch. "Thought I had it once, twice, but I did not." She clearly nodded to her exes, only to pivot into a line that feels like pure peace. "You caught me off guard. I hope I get what I want, 'cause I know what I want." And at this point, there's no question. She knew exactly what she wanted, and yeah, she got it. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.